Hello, super. So we're going to start first by defining what is AI, okay, in this course. So we're going to talk about AI and why AI is so important today. We're using AI, of course, every day. So when we're talking about AI, we're talking about artificial intelligence. So it's very important because we're using AI everywhere today. You're using AI at your home, you're using AI on your phone, you are using AI in your car and on smart application, and you are using AI, for example, with ChatGPT. Okay, and so this is really AI. But what is exactly AI? It's something like if you are a human. Okay, so for example, we're talking about different type of AI. For example, the first one is visual perception. Visual perception. So it's the ability to use computer vision to accept, interpret, and process input from, for example, image, from video stream, and from, for example, camera. So I can, do something, a detection to recognize people face, like face recognition, go in video stream also, and in image, for example, if I want to do recognition of fruits, or imagine that you have a shop and you are selling, for example, vegetables. So you want something to be able to recognize what is an apple, what is a banana, for example. Second thing is very important is like text analytic. So analysis, sorry, and conversation. I think that one of the most beauty is OpenAI with ChatGPT, for example. So it's the ability to use like a NLP. NLP it's stand for natural language processing, and not only read but generate real response. Okay, so you want to have human response. And one of the most exciting is, for example, OpenAI, of course. And also, I want to extract semantic information from text. Okay, so this is important. For example, I can say you are an hotel and you have some review. Let's say that you have 2,000 reviews, so you can see if something is positive in your review or negative. People say, okay, the hotel was fantastic, the room was very clean, or the hotel was nice, but cleaning was not good, and the meal was not good. So I need to extract them and maybe to send email to this guy. Or best thing is to contact them by telephone, say, okay, what happened? Maybe we can offer you a discount on the next booking. Okay. So the other thing that we have is, of course, speech, because we're speaking and we recognize. The other one is speech. So we want to recognize speech as an input or spoken output. Okay. So the combination is you apply NLP, like natural language processing, to text enable a form or human computer interaction. So you can interact with, for example, AE agent, bot, for example, in the same way that you do it with another human. Okay, so speech, and you have text to speech, speech to text, so many things here. And one of the other thing, the goal of AI, of course, is the let's change our color. It's the decision making. So it's the ability to use past experience. So to use past experience and learning correlation to assess situation and take appropriate action. For example, let's say that you have a IoT somewhere, and you need to see, for example, if there is an issue. For example, let's say the degree, or there is something not working. So, for example, let's say that you have an anomaly, okay, in IoT, and you want to recognize it, uh, reading this IoT and taking automated action to prevent system issue, for example. Okay, so this is AI. So this is a place, for example, in Azure. So I will do the same training for Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, and OVH. But actually, you can see all this. We have a-search, computer vision, face API, custom vision, speech services, language services, translator, document bot, anomaly detector, content moderator, metrics. So all this is like, way that you can call multi services. We'll see that after. Okay, no stress. If you search and you go in AI services, you can see quite some of the AI services. Okay, so you can go in services, for example, you can see you have OpenAI. So OpenAI is like ChatGPT and DAL, all the things you're using normally in OpenAI. You have Azure Search. This is the data using keyword vector hybrid search. You have content safety, monitor text and image to detect offensive or inappropriate content. You have AI translator. We'll do a lab for all this. Okay, translate document and text in real time across more than 100 language. You have a speech, speech to text, text to speech, speech translation, and speaker recognition. You have this one I love is Azure AV Engine. Okay, so read text, analyze image, and detect face with OCR and machine learning. You have Azure language here and document intelligence. Okay, so for example, if you go here on AI Vision and you go in Learn, you will have a lot of information about AI Vision. Okay, so and you can see, for example, that you can do image analysis that pull more than 10,000 concept or object to detect, spatial analysis, OCR, for example, and facial recognition. Okay, so this is something very nice. You can see that here you have all this information. You can do recognize. You can see that it's sport person. Oh, this is very known today. Okay, you can detect what you need, what you want in the picture. You can also have this start of image analysis, like laptop, sitting, person. You can have this one, okay, and you can have all this recognizing, for example, something very known in the world. You have spatial analysis. This is fantastic. This is a way to do environment in real time using computer vision with image analysis and object detection for a shop, for example. You have OCR, so I can try to recognize quite of all the type of writing here. So I can take this picture and he see automatically that he has discovered this. You can see that in JSON or detected attribute, for example. You have verified identity with facial recognition. Okay, so all this is kind of AI that you have. You have, for example, here the translator. So you can see that he's recognizing more than 100 language in the world. So you can customize text translation. You can use all this to, translate your text and document. This is something amazing. So this is really what you need to understand at the beginning. So now let's do a second section. We'll see how to understand the terms that you must know for your understanding about AI, and for example, if you have to pass the exam AI 102.